What are some of the most fun things with Pokemon that people often forget about? Well, I would say it is the side quests, and those are some of the things that people often miss when it comes to Pokemon. The side quests are there, but not a lot of people tend to do them, or they just tend to miss them because they're somewhat hidden. As such, I thought today we would do a part 2 video for the strange and hidden side quests in Pokemon you forgot about. So that's what we're doing today. If you haven't seen part 1, check it out. Either way, sit back, relax, and let's jump right into it. Starting this list off will be Anvili Town's side quest. Now this is a side quest within Pokemon Black and Pokemon White 2, and it's the Lost Pansage quest. Now what you got to do is, if you talk to a school kid which is standing near the entrance to like the Anvil, city or whatever, Anvil City, she will tell you that she lost her Pansage. This will then prompt you to head out on a quick search for the Pansage itself. As for where it is located, well, it's actually being kept safe by a depot agent in front of the musical theater in Nimbasa City. If you talk to the depot agent after you talked to the school kid, he will return the Pansage to when you as the player basically head back to the Anvil town or city. You can then talk to the girl and she will have her Pansage back, and you as a player will be given the item Bright Powder. And then the girl will actually tell you something. She will tell you that a green-haired guy, which is implied to actually be Trainer N, actually told her that her Pansage has a dream of becoming a railroad conductor, which is kind of strange, but hey, Pokemon have dreams, or what they want to be as well, I guess. It's really strange, but yeah, it's a funny little, side quest from Generation 5, and also a slightly interesting kind of side quest, as it does involve Pokemon Trainer N, and gives us players like some more needed lore to the Pokemon world, and I do appreciate that. And also adds an extra, layer of lore to this side quest, because you'd never know about this unless you did it. Next, we take a look once again at the Pokemon 5th generation and the Pokemon Black and Pokemon White 2 games. See, this is the side quest surrounding Yancy and Curtis. And if you don't know who those people are, well, let me enlighten you. See, Game Freak decided back during Generation 5 that perhaps having a straight-up dating simulator in Pokemon would be a good idea, which then prompted them to create Yancy and Curtis, whom are characters that will differ depending on what gender you choose to play as at the start of your game. So what happens is basically this: when you reach Nimbasa City, you're able to find someone's lost item, that being an X-Transceiver. A short time later, you'll get a phone call from the owner of the lost item. They will tell you they would like to get their item back. You will be getting a few different requests for calls, and after a couple of calls, you will learn that the owner of the item is Yancy or Curtis, which again depends on what gender you choose to play as at the start of the game. Once you have around 10 calls with Yancy or Curtis, they will arrange to meet up with you in Nimbasa City outside of where the Ferris wheel is. And after this point, they will continue calling you at random points through your journey to meet up more times. What is really cool is that once you have had about 50 calls, a secret gets revealed, which is that Yancy and Curtis are famous pop singers in the, Unova region, basically. And it's really kind of strange. It's kind of funny because this whole side mission can sort of be ignored, but what it does allow for is for you to foster a friendship with a character which is honestly totally outside of your general in-game story and journey. This is not necessary to do, but it is there, and it's almost like a little dating simulator on the side. And it's seemingly implied after a while that Yancy and Curtis, depending on again what gender you are, is actually sort of in love with the player character. Honestly, this is such a strange side quest and generally a strange thing to have in a Pokemon game, but it's honestly one of the coolest things they could have possibly added. It's super cool, and the fact that Game Freak were willing to try something like this out, something totally different, is really unique and interesting to me. So that was that one. Let's go to the next. Next, we have a side quest from the Pokemon Ultra Sun and Pokemon Ultra Moon games, a set of games that are actually loaded with side quests and side missions. And this side quest in particular is the Vulpix side quest. Now, if you head over to the Panolia town, you will see Team Skull, a group of Team Skull, basically harassing a Alolan Vulpix, demanding that the Vulpix give them the bottle cap which it is holding in its mouth. What you can then do is basically, you will then as a player be allowed to challenge them to a battle, and after defeating them, it will cause the Vulpix to run away, at which point you can head over to the Ether Foundation trailer on Route 8, and you will actually find it there. You will actually find the Alolan Vulpix. But what will be really sad though is that once you try to interact with the Vulpix, it won't respond and it won't eat anything that you offer it. But for you to actually help it out and help this, adorable little Pokemon get back to normal, is if you keep visiting it each and every single day, it will eventually allow the Vulpix to get back to full health. And then after that, the Ether Foundation will take it up to Mount Lanakila, and you'll be able to interact with it further. A kind of sad, but also kind of cute side quest within Pokemon Ultra Sun and Moon that I think is worthwhile to bring up, as a lot of people probably miss out on it, as it does require you to interact with this Pokemon several times. But it's a kind of cute one. I do appreciate it, and it's just kind of sad also. But what do you guys think about this one? Let's go to the next. Then we have one of the probably most forgotten side quests in Pokemon that actually came out very recently, but that no one seemed to care much for, and that is the Master Trainer side quests in Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Pokemon Let's Go Eevee. Now, for you to actually do this quest, you first have to go ahead and finish the game by defeating the Elite Four and becoming the champion. After doing this, there'll be characters showing up all around the Kanto region who will request to battle you with the same Pokemon that they use. These are the Master Trainers. So there is a Master Trainer for each one of the Pokemon in the Kanto Pokedex. These will be trainers that are far more difficult and hardcore to battle, allowing you to test your strength of your Pokemon versus their Pokemon of the same species. There are about 153 of these Pokemon Masters, and you can find them, and they should be like all over the place. It's kind of hard to miss them as they're all wearing red clothes. But what is cool is that this doesn't just like allow you to test your strength, but actually allows you for like to actually access another side quest and make another event happen. See, if you defeat at least 6 Master Trainers, it will allow the player, to face off against Pokemon Trainer Red, yeah, original Red, who is found outside of the Pokemon League at the Indigo Plateau. And after he gets defeated by you, he will grant you the title of Battle Master. And once you have earned every Master Trainer title, except those of the mythical Pokemon, you will earn the title of Grandmaster. And this is after you defeated basically every other Master Trainer. Now, a little piece of cool trivia also, which I want to bring when it comes to the Master Trainers that maybe you didn't know, is that the Master Trainers for Golbat and Zubat have the English names West and Keaton, which are references to the actors Adam West and Michael Keaton, who both have played the role of Batman in the past, which makes sense with Zubat and Golbat being literal bats, right? Which I think is a really cool little reference from the localization team over at Nintendo America, or whoever's translating into English. It's a pretty cool little reference. I do like it. And let's go to the next one. And finally, for this video, we have a side quest from Pokemon Heart Gold and Pokemon Soul Silver. And this one in particular is the free Shuckle side quest. So, if you ever wanted to just casually get a free Pokemon, well, here is your opportunity. If you travel to Signwood City and then visit a NPC called Kirk, who has had this Pokemon, one of his Pokemon, stolen by a rival Silver, that being his Sneasel, well, he will then give you his Shuckle for safekeeping. And if you're at a future point later in the game want to return to Kirk, he will ask you for his Shuckle back, and you will return to him unless you have developed a very high friendship, at which point Kirk will let you keep it. However, if it doesn't have a high enough friendship stat and you do not decide to return it to him when he actually asks you for it, he will accuse you of stealing his Shuckle and not being any better than the thief who stole his Sneasel, that being Silver. This is honestly a crazy little situation when you consider the fact that you can literally, with this side quest, be a Team Rocket grunt in this game. I mean, in Heart Gold Soul Silver, you could even acquire a Team Rocket outfit and then straight up just go ahead and also steal a Pokemon from a guy. This has to be like one of the craziest things and like just craziest facts that they can tie into like Pokemon. And also the tie-in with Silver and having him be like also part of this little side quest, being the like where he got his Sneasel from, like he actually stole it from Kirk here. That is also really strange and cool because it's one of the Pokemon that kind of defines Silver as a character. So all that kind of combined makes this into like one of the coolest side quests ever. It's such a cool and strange one when you think about it, hence why I wanted to make sure to feature it in this video and talk about it and give it some extra attention and love. But what do you guys think about this side quest? What are your thoughts on it? Let me know in the comment section down below, and that will actually be the final side quest for this video. So yeah, that is all for today, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you enjoyed. If you guys would like to see more of these videos, then feel free to let me know by hitting the like button and getting us to 1,000 likes for another one of these videos of the strange and hidden side quests in Pokemon. If you want to see again more of that, let's hit the like goal. And again, thank you for watching today. Thanks for enjoying these videos. I'll catch you on the next video, guys. Have a great day, and bye-bye, ladies and gentlemen.